Man, this is lifestyles of the poor and unfucking fortunate. But I tell you what, bitch, we got views.
Man, look at my glasses, dude. It doesn't matter what I say to somebody.
Looks great, man. You look great, Chad. Oh. It's I got some shit to say to podcast, man. We right back at it like we ain't stopped. It's your boy Squint 615. I'm here with ChadArmesTV as always, and next to Chad is we have another sighting of excellence, Chad. Another Nashville royalty is amongst us this evening.
Sasquatch season, dude.
Yeah,
Delano.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, dude.
First it was Tony Delano of Cairo Inc., and now this guy behind me, if you don't know, is Mr. Fate Eastwood.
Yeah, the crowd goes crazy.
The crowd will go crazy, man.
For sure. We got to put his tag in there.
Fate is, if you don't know, you're just not cool enough, man. Fate's done beats for everybody that's ever been a Nashville rapper that's worth talking about.
And outside of that, I mean, and still doing beats.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
So we're super excited to have you on here, Bubba.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Oh, it was a given. Me and Fate go back. Actually, all three of us do. Fuck, we've been rocking with Fate since, dude, the Missing album that I talk about had 2 beats from Fate on it.
Yeah.
Really?
It did.
I thought the first one you did was Want Some. And I didn't know that.
Nah, Fate did.
Tennessee Tags. I remember that one.
Damn, you did do Tennessee Tags.
Yeah,
I can tell this guy's his memory's really good.
Right.
It's not, though. That's the crazy thing.
Ah.
I just remember a lot of the shit that I like, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Tennessee
cool,
Tags was a dope record.
I didn't even know. I remember
It was,
seeing the
bro.
title.
That was me and Mike Weed, Mr. Rhyme Animal.
Yeah, shout out Rhyme Animal.
Yeah, for sure. But that was on the first album. And then the second one that he did was Do Something with B. Howard.
Yeah.
And that was the first record I ever did with B. Howard. Most of which was the first time anybody ever heard of the boy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's how I first met you and B. Howard was at that show.
And we were there performing that
Gallatin,
song, Do
2007.
Something. But yeah, Fate did that beat.
But Fate, I first found out about Fate, just like I was talking to Calico, in Springfield, where I grew up at, in 2000, 2001, Bezel Gang.
Yeah.
Bro, B.O.P., my bad.
Yeah,
B.O.P.
yeah.
Bro, all the
that
shit,
shit.
dude, that was when I first found out who Fate was, just on the producer side. But she was rapping on there too, though.
Yeah. See, I brought them up to Springfield too. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Like, I had some buddies of mine that lived up there that was rapping too. So they was like, yeah, man, they fuck with y'all up there. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, man, come up there. So he was like, they fuck with you up there, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I came up there and I brought them. That's when you probably saw all the posters and shit.
Yeah, because that was before, like, that was right when burning CDs was brand new, bro. And yet, that's the only way we could have gotten it, because the internet wasn't where you could just upload mixtapes.
Hell no, it wasn't.
And that's when I remember first hearing them, and I was like, bro,
Yeah.
it was just the hardest shit in America. And then to me, after that, every time you heard a Fate beat, I didn't care who was rapping on it. I was going to listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just because of the stamp that was on it.
Yeah, back in the day, if you had a compact disc and it had the track list on the back of the disc, as soon as you saw produced by Fate Eastwood, that's probably one of the first ones you were going to go
That's
listen
always what I went to, bro. I'm not even kidding.
to.
Like,
1,000%.
and it went.
You didn't know that, man?
Nah.
It
Yeah,
went from
dog.
Bezel Gang, and then it was All Star.
Yeah.
When Volume 2, I don't know when you came in there with All Star, and then like Hating Ain't Healthy and all that.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, All Star now goes by
Starlito, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But with him, and it was Young Rail.
Yeah, Young Real.
That whole wave, I was a super
Sticks is a
Sticks. Shout
yeah.
out Sticks. That's the homie.
We were just talking about Sticks earlier. But that's when I first started hearing about you as a producer, and then I was, because I knew about it in the Bezel Game, but then fast forward a few years, I started seeing you in all the Nashville projects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
Well, it started. Everything started with Paper, though. A lot of people don't know
Paper.
that.
Shout out Paper.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we was in high school actually, and Paper was fucking with Pistol back then. So
Yep.
one of my things was trying to get on a Pistol album.
Yep.
So I was fucking with Paper.
Pterodactyls.
I take that back. It was Bezel Gang and Paper, and then I had another group I was fucking with too.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of this shit stemmed from dude. So I always got respect and love for him.
Oh, for sure. He's always been one of my favorite Nashville artists. Paper's always been like one of my favorites still to this day. Like I go back and listen to old stuff of his.
Plus, he's the homie.
Yeah.
For
Good dude.
Like
shout out
the Real
Pepper,
Talk series, the Real Talk,
Yep, Real Talk.
Those and just all of them, bro. I just remember not only talking about like watching all the artists that use your beats. It was always a goal of artists like us to be like, I'm gonna
get with Fate.
I'm gonna get a Fate beat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
For
a
sure.
Fate beat.
I appreciate that, man. For
Because
sure.
to us, bro, you were like the standard.
Yep.
Not knocking anybody else.
Nope.
But we were getting beats off SoundClick and stuff when we first started rapping because we didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And you know, so we just kind of started coming up, and that's
don't get it. There was a handful of producers locally that we would rock with full time, like without a doubt.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Fate was early on fucking with much bigger artists, like I mean, even with like Gotti and like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The whole
Like your catalog's pretty fucking deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
well, even the hometown squad, you know, Weston Stew.
Yeah, Western Stew. Yeah,
That's my that's Springfield, and I still keep in contact with Stu every now and then. I'd like to sit down with him at some point, but I knew that you had messed with all them, so I was always following whatever you had going on because I knew it was going to be banging, dude.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. For real, like that shit means a lot, and that keeps me going, though. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of times where I'm just like, man, I ain't fucking with this shit or fuck this shit, you know. But when I hear shit like that, it always makes it easier for me to go back in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So you working steady nowadays?
Yeah. I mean, I got like a couple one-off projects that I fuck with. You know, everybody always hit me like, hey, man, I need a beat.
Yeah.
And it get to the point now where it's just like, I don't make enough beats to keep up with the demand, you know. Now it's a little harder because it's more producers.
Yeah,
a lot
for
of
sure.
Younger cats coming up,
which
I got a lot of love for. Like, you know, cats like Bandplay, you know, that's my dog.
Shout out Bandplay.
Yeah.
He's killing it with Dolphin.
Yeah,
for sure.
He went major, didn't he?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, nah, he's he
I see him.
outta here.
Yeah. Shout out Bandplay.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, and it's just a little harder, man, because the way that a lot of people are doing records now it's a little different from how it was when it was just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause
Right.
A lot of people do a lot of collaborations, and you know, they send melodies and shit like that. And it's always been hard for me to work with other people, as far as musically, because not a lot of people see shit the way that I see it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's tough. But yeah, just like I had even like when it comes to like rapping and shit, I was rapping, you know, back in the day, and I had a whole album, and like, it's funny you said something about Tony Cairo Inc. That's my guy, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put my album out until I got my artwork done from him.
All the smart ones wouldn't.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
for sure.
if I couldn't get in touch with him, like I would put a whole project on the shelf.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like fuck it, I ain't doing it.
And a lot of cats that originally thought like that still think like that.
Yeah. Like still to this day, like if I put anything out, like he has to do the cover of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Are
sure.
you still rapping, man?
Nah.
Right, you hang it up.
Yeah, it's over for that.
When was what was the last verse you rapped?
Elroy, with Elroy.
Was the one with Elroy?
No. I ain't do no verse with Elroy.
I thought you had a project with Elroy.
Yeah, I did a project
just
with him.
produced it.
Yeah, I
Okay,
just produced
gotcha.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Me and Elroy did a hell of a project. I like it. It was
Shout out
one
to-
of
shout out
it's
to
one of my
Boy.
favorites.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna front, like it's one of my favorites.
Elroy need to pull up.
Yeah.
I fucks with Elroy.
Yeah, it's called Shaq and Kobe, man. Y'all gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Dope project.
Billboard boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elroy, the Billboard boy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
man.
shout out, dude. I fuck with dude real tough. Yeah, I don't think I was really in tune with that project though. I thought you had verses on it for some reason.
Nah. Yeah, nah. I did. I told him to let me get a verse on that. He didn't.
But you did release a solo album. What year was it that you released it?
I released it in 2011.
11. Yeah, it was around the time we were all messing because that was when you were at the. Because I want to say you were doing so many beats back then, bro.
Yeah.
Like what was that like? Like that kind of like being able to knock out that many. Because I mean, it seemed like
I'm like picturing the
were
album
on-
cover. I remember it. I like remember the way the cover looked.
yeah, you were on.
I need that. You gotta send me the art though, so I can put it up right.
I got you. That shit's still doing crazy. That shit is doing crazy numbers now.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, and goes back to what you were saying. Like you did something a while back, and now it's starting to pay off.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
With Jelly, the stuff me and Jelly did. The Architect.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah. I knew it was a comic book look. I knew it was that. I knew it was some kind of animated.
That's the one I remember the most.
Yeah, man.
Who's featured on that?
I got a lot of people on 96
I bet you did.
On 96,
Not just the album.
On the album, everybody really. Like I got a lot of people.
Sticks, D
Goods, Lido, Don Tripp. I even I pulled Rail out. Yeah, I got Young Rail on there.
Yeah.
Shit, Bars Major.
Shout out to Bars, man. I want him to pull up too. You know, I'm a huge battle rap fan, and
Chad is really a big fan of that shit.
Yeah, and Bars is really repping Nashville to the fullest. He's on there with Smack and
he's getting looks now too, right?
For sure.
That's my brother, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
he good people, man.
Yeah.
I fucks with like his whole vibe on Instagram, like how motivated he is, his freestyles that he does in his cars, everything about Bars Major. I'm a fan of dude, man.
Yeah, I still gotta get his project together though, man.
Yeah.
And he kind of
Chaddy smoking,
waiting on me.
Is he?
Yeah.
Everybody waiting on Fate.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, it's just it's been hard. It's been harder to get back in there.
You a daddy and shit?
Yeah, man. That shit is.
Chad don't smoke a lot.
No. You good?
He made a comment before the show. Chad said, I think I'm gonna smoke tonight. I said, are you?
One hitter quitter. That's all I needed.
He's done. But yeah, talking about the kids and shit, man. Like,
oh yeah,
man, that was the kids will definitely slow you down a little bit.
Yeah,
love them to death, but at the same time, how old's your boy? You got a boy, right?
Nine. Yeah, he growing up, man. He growing up
fast.
That's
what
as hell.
they do, bro.
It's tough, man. It's tough doing that, and then trying to stay relevant, quote unquote, and in the music scene here in Nashville.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, cause it ain't like a motherfucker just drop him off on the weekend type shit.
Right.
I'm with my boy every day. Shit, he was almost with me today, but I had to take him back to the crib because he got school and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's shit is 24/7, man.
What's he into?
Single dad, and it's tough.
What's he into? Is he into sports and stuff?
Yeah, he's into football. He's more into to music than anything though.
Dope. I was gonna ask that next.
Honest, man.
Yeah, man. So
right, and got a good teacher, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. And he of course he's in the game and shit like that.
Yeah.
What kid ain't, man?
Yeah. And
that seems where it is now, bro.
Yeah. I mean, and it's to the point where like, fucking, that's your punishment, bro. Like, you don't have to get a whooping. You don't have to get sent to your room. All I gotta say is, man, no Fortnite tonight, no Roblox, bro. Like,
Roblox. That's what's popping around here.
Fuck him up.
I got a 10-year-old upstairs right now on Roblox.
Yeah.
And she's got a fresh bank of Robux, bro. So she's in there going. She's up there going in right now, dog.
I credit that Fortnite and Roblox for his A and B honor roll.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. So while you were saying you can use it against them, you can use it.
Hell yeah.
As a incentive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do this, and this. Make sure your chores are done and all that. Because we just started Lily, my 10-year-old. We just started her on chores.
Yeah.
And shout out to her mama, mama of the decade. Amy holds this house together, but she's got the chore chart in there on the fridge and shit. And hey, Lily knows at the end of the week she'll get $10.
Yeah.
And that $10, boy, Robux, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever be, dog.
See, and the thing is, man, I'm glad you said that. So now I know this motherfucker know how to do chores though. Like, bro, like, fucking, like I've been chilling on him, like, taking care of shit, but like, nah, if you started on chores, bro, I'm finna start his ass on chores too.
Right, you should. And they get slick though. Like you'll catch Lily putting them off, and then come Friday, she's ready to knock them all out. You know what I'm saying? And that's if you go inside and hit the fridge or something, bro. Like you'll see the list. And now I think Mama's got it where Monday,
daily.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Daily.
But
got something for that ass.
But she really thought about it, Amy, when she wrote out the chores. Because I mean, one of them's read to Hartley.
Oh, that's dope.
You follow me? Because I mean, Lily's at an age where she needs to read.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah, and she's got a 1-year-old little sister that loves to be read to. So let's.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, and you'll hear. Can I borrow Hartley for a minute? I need to read to her. Hell yeah.
Get my shit done, real
Right.
Checklist done.
But like you said, bro, it's an incentive. Like it's between fidgets and fucking Robux and shit, bro.
But it was the same when I was 10 years old, because at that time it was like 93,
Ball cards.
94. Ball cards and being able to go rent video games.
Super
Nintendo,
Absolutely.
or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah,
that was our
yeah.
incentives.
Yeah, I
So
remember that
it's the
shit.
same. It's just different. It's just digital now, but it was the same way for me.
I didn't even
When was
think
a kid.
about that.
I wasn't
though.
able to do none of that shit. I wasn't able to rent no fucking games or nothing, bro. Like, I look back at my childhood, like, man, my mama won shit. Nah, I'm just playing. She,
Bruh,
shout out to my mama.
I thought
man.
she was
probably gonna watch this.
Shit's finna get deep. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, Fate. Let's talk about it, bro.
Yeah, that's what the
Bro,
OG
we're here for
Nah,
you.
like, but we didn't get to rent shit.
Right.
I had an older brother, man, and like, it was his shit. Like, it was his Nintendo, his Sega Genesis. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even remember like the shit I got for Christmas. I can remember what he got though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he got that shit.
Yeah.
But shout out to Big Bro too, man.
Just that's your only sibling? Just then?
Nah, I got a sister too, a bigger sister. I'm the baby.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember my favorite Christmas ever, but I still remember it was 96, because that's when I got that. We got the new PlayStation 1, bro. I got
Damn.
Madden 97 for PlayStation 1, and you couldn't tell me.
Fire.
Look at those graphics online now.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
Your parents are
what?
shaking it, bro. Your parents are shaking it.
But we would don't. Well, shout out to my parents. We did what we could. My nanny was basically the one that helped us out with Christmas, because we just didn't have a lot.
Yeah.
But that dude, I remember that, because that's when the PlayStation was brand new.
Yeah.
And that, and like Resident Evil and all them games, bro. And
Oh,
look at-
Resident Evil was that shit.
Oh, dude.
Still, like, I mean, still, like, did you see they coming out with a movie?
Yeah.
Man, you know that's my shit.
Hey,
bro.
Chad, tell you anything you want to know
Yeah,
about
me
some
and Callie
movies,
talk.
dog.
We talk for hours. Me and Calico talk
Yeah.
for hours
Yeah.
about shit like that.
Yeah.
In fact, we we'll talk on the phone, bro, on FaceTime for fucking hours, talking about fucking Marvel shit, Resident Evil,
Yep.
comic books and shit like that. It's crazy, like, because like them cats, like, I've been knowing them since I was a kid. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
all that shit is familiar.
Did y'all go to school together?
we all went to school
I thought
together,
Calico said that in an interview we did with him.
It's funny how everybody that's been here is this, like I'm sure the listeners and the watchers are catching on to this, just like this circle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
This big ass circle, bro. But
Yeah.
it's all I just love the way this shit spins nowadays.
I don't know if it's gonna continue though, because there's a lot of people here that are not from here. So I don't
Right.
know
Yeah.
if that'll, you know.
Maybe not, but as long as we're going, we could just keep it moving and our, keep our circles moving, and then hopefully people that aren't from here will realize it and maybe try to adapt it somehow, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
You can't go against anything like that, bro.
Nah, you can't.
Can't no out of towner bring bad vibes around someone in that like circle. You know what I'm saying? It just
you
don't
know-
work, bro.
You know better. We've
just
been,
don't work.
We've been here.
It's
long.
crazy because I was at the W the other night by myself, of course, and I was eating. They got like a rooftop shit up there, and
That's
like,
what
and
money
do.
do.
And there was a dude like that was in my section, because I had a section. It was just mine, and like it was like two couches and shit, and I was eating it. Like he just came over there and he was just looking out the window. And then a waitress came up, she's like, can I help you? He was like, yeah, I'm just looking down at my neighborhood from here. And I was like,
That's
cool.
not how-
I was
yeah.
like, where? I was like, how long you been? He was like, since January. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'll just say that to say, man, because it's like
His
so many,
neighborhood.
yeah.
Yeah, like, bro,
and I'm like, bro,
you just
like,
got here.
yeah,
That's where you happen to be
yeah,
right
that's
now.
where you have.
You ain't
But
native.
it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy, and that's why I said that, man. I don't know if it'll continue, because there's a lot of people that were raised different from different
Yeah,
places.
they just
so.
come here.
For sure.
Yeah, I get you. For sure.
It's it seems like we're outnumbered nowadays.
Well, I don't think that's so much to the case. I just think it's the gentrification.
Yeah.
There's so many people that's from different places moving in what used to be our area. So
Yep.
everybody that used to live there moving out, Clarksville, Laverne, and shit like that. So
Yep. And it's not, they move into those areas not knowing the history and not knowing anything about it, and
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
So it definitely, I see what you're.
Don't give a shit
Yeah,
neither. They don't
okay.
give a fuck neither, dude.
No.
they don't understand why their cars and shit keep getting broke into. Like, bro,
Right? Because you ain't from around here.
Not even so much as that, but that is a point though. But it's just like, bro, it's
You
not
hear
a
that?
good part of town, bro.
Yeah, I hear it too. Psst. Yeah, believe it or not, I can hear it. We both can. Do you hear it, Chad?
Yeah, I hear it. It's fine. You can just use the AirPods. It's fine.
AirPod it up.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Ain't that weird?
No, just put the AirPods in. It's fine.
It's just the way the electronics work. Trust me, I hear it too. It's weird.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean it's
She was watching a video or something over there, and you could just barely hear it. It just sounded like somebody's in the street or something like.
Yeah,
barely.
it's all good, man. But no, that's definitely what's going on though with the with all that, man.
Because people moving in and shit.
Pure example. One of my good buddies, Chance, he lived.
Shout out Chance.
Yeah, shout out to Chance. Been my guy for 15 years. Well, him and his family lived in West Nashville, right over by the Nations, and they had a small, they had a cul-de-sac, and they'd lived there for years. His mom lived across the street, and then he was renting a house that his aunt owned across from her. For years, for 3 or 4 years, when I go over to the studio and stuff, he would tell me about them getting letters in the mail, somebody wanting to buy. Oh yeah. Well, they pretty much bought up that whole street, and they built them straight up and down, like it was putting 8 people in them things, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, finally they got, I don't know, they decided we'll go ahead and sell, and they moved to White House, and they are like, I wish we'd have done it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Especially because of the way things are now.
Point now.
Yeah, for sure.
That shit probably skyrocketed.
You know, I've been in that printing shit for a long time, and
yeah, you sure have.
Right. So about 7-8 years ago, I was working in Metro Center area, and a lot of folks know me to this day from that area when I was printing out that way. Yeah. But I used to mess with this one dude that had a shop, and it was right over by First Tennessee Park or First American Park, whatever it's called now, the baseball field where the Sounds play. But it was before it was like right when they, it was Metro, right behind Farmers Market, actually. But he had a shop right there, and it was basically like an old like residential house, and it had like an extension built on the side, and and just over 30 years had just been built out to this like shop that would handle like perforations and foil stamping type jobs and stuff. And I remember he was near retirement when I was about ready to leave that area and move to a different facility. And I seen him years later. But what I'm getting at is I remember him telling me is as soon as somebody offered him $1 million for that lot, he didn't give a fuck if they bulldozed it to the ground. Yeah. He just wanted $1 million for it. Yep. When I saw him, I saw him recently, probably like within the last year. Yeah. And I haven't seen him since. Yeah. He's like, I sold that motherfucker, son. I tell you what, I sold it. I said, you did. I said,
he got that mill. He got that. Yeah.
I said, you do all right? $3 million.
Yeah. I was just about to say, shit, he probably got double what he had.
Because 7-8 years ago, that's when it was just starting to. I think I blame the show Nashville.
You know what he was doing?
Oh, yeah. That's what got all.
You know what he was doing when I saw him? Working. Doing the same shit.
Yeah.
And I said, what the fuck you doing here then? He said, oh, shit, man. I get bored. I get bored. I get bored and shit, man. Yeah.
That's what
I like all these people, man. I do it when I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you, you said that, and when I used to do factory work at the Lowe's factory, there was a guy, there was a maintenance guy. His name was Mr. Charlie. He worked there 40 years. He had like 800 sick hours built up, never missed work. Well, he was like 70, 72, something like that. So he didn't want to retire, but his wife wanted him to retire. And he kept saying, I don't want to retire because when I quit working, I ain't going to have nothing to live for.
Yeah.
Even though, obviously his wife, but like, he retired.
I know exactly.
He retired, and 6 months later, he passed away, bro.
Damn. See, fuck all that.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
And he wasn't ill when he retired. I don't know what happened. I mean, he had something wrong. But like you said, it's just crazy that he worked all that time, and he
towards that, and just
6 months later.
Only 6 months to really get into it, if he even got a chance to get into it.
Yeah.
And I bet you when he was at work, he was full of life, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He was the one that fixed everything. You just went to him to fix everything.
That old man I'm talking about, bro. He's not even an old man. He's probably like mid-60s or so. Cool as a fan, but every time I pull it out, man, you got time to smoke one, man? Right? I'd be like, no. I was like, I got a few minutes, but I ain't got that long, man. Every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But you want beer?
Yeah. So
he's that guy, dude. I'd be on. It's fucking 11 o'clock in the morning. That motherfucker answered that door. The machines are loud. The machines were loud, so he'd be in there with the door locked. You know what I'm saying? It was boarded, no window, nothing, man. Yeah. You just boom, boom, boom. He'd come to that door, open it up. What's up, man? Overall, same shit all the time, man. Shout out that guy. I don't want to call him by his name.
No.
He's a real motherfucker, dog. Just the OG.
I think I would have found something else to do, though.
Yeah, you got to, man.
$3 million.
I wouldn't be doing the same. I mean, maybe
know what I
would
would've
if
did?
I loved what I did, though.
You know what I would have done?
How old is he?
Spent some of that money.
Yeah.
Like I said, mid-60s. He's probably about 60.
Oh, yeah, you just said that.
63,
Yeah,
65,
so he-
somewhere in there.
I guess he just. But
Yeah,
like it
hell
is,
yeah,
though.
he got plenty of options.
Yeah.
Shit.
And now it's like a pizza shop, a pizzeria type joint.
Of course.
Yeah, I think I know
Some-
exactly
yeah.
what you're talking about. I've been over there. It's I think it's a pizza place, and then they
Yeah.
got a like an ice cream place or some shit next to it.
Yeah,
or
there's
some
a
shit like
there's a
that.
few little joints back there now, and it's nice as fuck.
Hell yeah,
Well,
yeah.
just to show the Nashville thing, like we live about 30, 40 minutes from Nashville, but if you try to go, like all the little places that are rental properties, they're like, we're only located 45 minutes from downtown Nashville. That's what they pitch now.
Yeah,
All the
absolutely.
way out in the country where we live at.
Dude, they pitch it right here too.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Same
saying,
way.
but,
I mean,
like,
because
it's
you
just
same
hard-
story
it's the
going the
selling
opposite
point.
way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
So
about
it's just
40
kinda-
minutes from the city right here.
Yeah.
10 years ago, even
20.
7 years ago,
20.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
20 for me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's-
8 years ago, that was never even a thing. But as soon as everything,
Every
7 years
time,
ago, when we were doing shows all the time at the Rutledge, and it wasn't popping like that, like it. I mean, that all hadn't moved in yet. That was more, I guess,
No.
8 or 9 years ago. But
Now it's like I always say when we're riding around down in the city and shit, like on a job or something. I tell my homie at work, I tell him that it reminds me of Cocaine Cowboys when he said, "You can look across the skyline and count more cranes than you can buildings." And that's what it really is here in Nashville right now. I mean, there's just shit coming up everywhere. Like every time you go somewhere, something's moved out and moving in, or something's plowed down, or something's getting built. There's holes in the ground. There's fucking roads are all fucked up.
Yeah,
like there's just shit
well, I
coming
was
up
just saying,
everywhere.
well, I was just there thinking I was over here, thinking I was coming to your spot.
yeah,
It's exactly what it is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I seen like 3
we
or 4
should
houses
speak
for
on
sale.
that. So me, like I said, we all go back, man, and face the homie, bro. He, you know, if all I had to do was reach out, and we've been trying to plan it for a little while now. But I knew Fate was gonna pull up, bro. Like I rock with dude, he rocks with me, and that's just how it is. And same with Chad.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you fucking know that when I text him the address, we ain't gonna say the address. When I text him the address, there was 2 of them, and I didn't happen to put drive or avenue. He went for the avenue.
Yeah. Now you did put drive. I just the first thing that popped up was Avenue though.
Right.
And I guess because it was so close.
And let's just say it didn't bring Fate to us.
Nah.
But luckily Fate's with us.
Yeah.
for sure. It just took him a little bit, but
Just took a little bit longer to get
Took me to
here.
East Nashville, man. And,
Ain't that some
and
shit?
I was just looking like, fuck, bro, what's going on around here? Like that whole little area right there is just it's different.
Yeah.
for sure.
You know,
No.
that shit used to be the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's a story around a lot of these shits, bro. Like what we were just talking about. Where Homeboy's shop was over by the Sound Stadium. Bro, that used to be the hood, bro.
Yeah. When you said that shit, I was like, oh, bro. I was like, bro,
You know what I mean?
to it. Like,
And-
shit, he out here in East Nashville.
Bro, and I swear to God, you never know that was the type of establishment it was. I mean, it was he would do stuff there on paper that a lot of people don't do anymore. Like literally, like the foil stuff. That's hard to do in this industry, in the industry I work in.
Yeah.
But it looked like a little house on the corner, bro, and it just had like an extension built, but it was old as fuck. Like
Yeah.
you'd never know it.
Yeah, I knew when you said all he wanted was $1 million. I was like, I knew they gave
If
him
he
more
can
than that.
hold out, he'll get
Yeah.
trip that.
And what was crazy is he like owned it, and then there was like a littler, is that a word?
Smaller.
Thanks,
in
thanks, Fate.
Nashville, that sounds fine.
Right
Little.
behind the spot, there's like a smaller lot.
Yeah.
And he owned that too, but he had like I want to say like a dumpster or something back, you know what I mean? But it was a separate lot, and that was included on the deal,
Damn.
right?
Got a
Cashed out.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
And dude, he was super solid. I talk about him like he don't exist no more. I know where he's at. That's the homie.
Yeah, nah, that's dope.
Need to holler at him.
That's Nashville though, but I mean, if we're gonna talk about Nashville, we gotta talk about some of the good stuff, and that's the motherfucking Titans, man.
Oh,
yeah, here we go.
They fucked me up with that win.
Bruh,
bro.
okay, so it's
I actually bet on that game, and I don't even bet.
Yeah, he's into that. But as we're recording this will probably come out on.
we'll push this one quick.
Yeah, it'll be the Monday. This is being recorded on Wednesday. The Monday after it'll be up. But the Titans just played Monday Night Football against the Bills.
Yeah.
And shock the world.
Bruh, well,
Shock me.
being such
6.5 point
a
underdog.
diehard Titans fan, bro. I knew going into this year we were going to struggle in the secondary, dog.
Yeah.
I just knew it when we didn't sign Amari Dory back. I just knew we were going to be struggling there, and when the Bills were coming, like at this next 4-game stretch, I mean, we got the Bills, the Chiefs, the Colts, and the Rams, bro. Like, so I knew, I was like, Josh Allen's gonna eat us up, bro. But we held them off, man.
Hell yeah.
What do you think about that? What would you have done in that situation? 4th down and 1.
Well, let's ask first. Fate, you're a big football fan, right?
No.
Oh, you're not?
So let's get that in there.
Yeah,
because you got to catch him with that. Chad will talk football with us all day.
I'm only a football fan, or any sports fan for that matter, is when I'm betting on them.
No, I got you.
So let's spin into that.
Yeah.
How much money you win? You mind sharing?
It wasn't nothing. It was like
enough to pay attention to the game?
No, it was like $400.
Hell yeah, that's a win.
Yeah,
that's up.
Yeah.
It was like $400. So
play,
I bet 200
Yeah.
on it, and you know, just got.
So I think I didn't do that. I did a big line same game parlay. You know what I'm saying? With a bunch of scenarios that happened. Where I did hit well was where I had Henry to break 100 again, and Henry to at least score a touchdown again, which are basically given. But when you combine those, I had Diggs getting a touchdown,
Which he did.
right? But when you combine those three things, you're already winning if you
sure.
hit, right?
Yeah.
I had Knox to have X amount of receiving yards, something small. It was like 12.5 yards, something like that.
He
Definitely did. And running yards for Singletary. All these different things. There was like 9 or 10 different scenarios that had to play out, right?
Yeah.
One of them that broke that bet, the only one that broke that bet, it was a $20 bet to win, I want to say it was about $900.
Yeah.
And the one thing I did not hit was Ryan Tannehill throwing a touchdown.
Yeah, because
He ran
He
a
ran
touchdown.
for one and he threw a pick, but it was D-Hen all the way.
That was
baby.
it.
Yeah, he shook that motherfucker.
That was all I missed, though.
That's a bucket list, dog. That's a bucket list interview. Derrick Henry.
And the thing is, man, it's like, even when I'm betting on the games, like, man, I got this thing that every time I bet on a game and I watch the game, I always lose money.
Yep.
So
You try not to
I ain't
watch.
watching this shit.
I'm
I ain't
with you.
watching it.
I feel you.
So I went
Jinx
to the
it.
gym, you know, whatever,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just kind of I keep refreshing my phone screen to see
Yeah.
what the score is and shit. I'm like, okay, cool. And they pulled that motherfucker off. I watched it at the last 2 minutes.
It shocked me, bro.
If I'm the Bills, man, I kick that field goal and just go into overtime, bro. That chance they took, but see, even if they did go for it, but just the way that the play call was weird.
They played a short. That's what it was. They really felt like, we're a way better team.
Yeah,
like we tripping today. Like let's just put them in the that ain't what it is.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, dude slipped and Simmons busted through the line and stuffed him. We won 34-31.
Yeah,
I
the
can't-
Titans is a momentum team, man. Like,
can't
they get
believe that.
momentum. It's over with.
Yeah, for sure.
I saw on Facebook, Instagram, something. I saw where someone bet $5 that the final score would be 34-31.
Goodness, I know they got a bankroll.
Bills.
How much did it say?
34-31 Bills.
Oh, okay.
Plus 22,000. So it was 22,000 times whatever the wager was.
man.
It was a bag. It was probably like 25 to
$5.
$3,000, something like that.
gracious.
And missed it just by the teams being opposite. He said it was going to be 34-31 Bills, and it was 34-31 Titans.
I mean, for being a Titans fan, I'm glad that he was off, but I would kind of hate that he missed that. That's a come up.
Yeah, that was a hell
Right.
of a come up. And dude, I'm a sore fucking loser.
I've
bro.
done it, bro.
Yeah, I don't know
I
if y'all could pick that shit up, but like I don't like losing, dude.
I've hit a nice little bag
You have a couple of
bet.
times, dude.
a few times.
You have a couple of times. You've sent me screenshots.
But one
You put
time
something
was
like 1,000
one
off
time
of
was off a $5 bill, bro.
Yeah.
I hit for over $1,000 on a $5 bill.
Yeah,
So
I
you-
had to stop after the Super Bowl because I was like, bro, I love football too much to bet on it.
Oh, yeah.
And to sway like what you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's why in fantasy football is the same way because
Yeah.
that's betting too.
Yep.
You know, but yeah, it's football. I had so many chances that just missed, and I'd have won like $2 or $3 grand, and I ended up not winning nothing.
This is the second year I didn't play fantasy,
Yeah,
man. The
but-
second
Right?
year.
That's the same story, dude. I say the same shit. I didn't play fantasy this year's second year in a row, but we had aspirations to play here on the podcast,
We was
just
gonna do a
amongst
podcast thing,
amongst
but
some,
it just
us and
came
some of the
up on us.
guests.
We were like, shit.
The next thing you know, it was over.
Yeah,
you know?
football season did kind of sneak up.
starts.
Yeah.
But this is since sports gambling went live here in Tennessee, I was almost immediately on it. And what did it for me, I don't know what I wanted to get this out, is that World Star. I was on World Star one night, and I saw some college kid, bro. It was him and a bunch of buddies drinking beer, watching the game, Chiefs game, and he had bet $1,000 that Patrick Mahomes would score the first touchdown running the ball in.
Damn.
And this it shows Mahomes like on the 6 or something like that, first and goal, and he like scrambles right and then hurdles and does something crazy, does Mahomes shit. And when he jumps in the end zone, this kid goes absolutely nuts. His buddies go nuts, and the wager was so ridiculous on $1,000. Like I want to say it was like 90 grand or something like that. But
I bet
you talk about, but you risk the rack.
Look,
yeah,
we're all going to,
that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
see, I would never think to put on those type of scenarios. Like, I would never think to bet on a scenario.
Right.
Like
The biggest one I ever hit was 1,600, and I hit that was a $70 wager.
But
that was
like
almost
it was a multiple parlay.
it definitely was, but this it was small. It was like 4 or 5 scenarios, but the $70 is what made it
Yeah,
worthwhile.
you a good dude though. That's why I should be panning out for you though.
yeah, for sure.
Shit, tell all your friends. I need more of that, bro. That's been a minute since I hit like that.
Just keeping it real, man. I ain't never really just seen you on no bullshit, bro.
No, never. Not over here, man.
Yeah, neither one of y'all, bro.
Positive energy all the way, man. I wanted to speaking back on like on your producing and stuff, man. I've always been curious. Like, do you have a certain group of like favorite songs you produced? Like, if you can, it ain't got to be a top, whatever. But if somebody just said, "What are your favorite handful of songs?"
Let's do it like this. If somebody was to ask you what they may know that you've done,
Yeah,
what would you start with?
yeah. You go there too.
The first one would be probably Standing in the Kitchen.
Yep. Yo Gotti, yep.
And then Grey Goose.
Grey Goose.
Legendary
Lido.
song. Yep.
And I say that because that was on that Trap or Die.
Charlotte.
Yep.
Yeah.
See her, Chatty? Charlotte.
Oh,
I saw her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, see. Look.
yeah, there she goes.
Charlotte. You see her fake? Can you see her?
Oh, that damn
damn.
spider.
Ain't that wild, bro?
Yeah, that's cool.
And she's like this big. It's like microscopic. You just happen to see her because of these wild ass lights in here.
So,
yeah.
ADD squints.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Standing in the Kitchen, Yo Gotti,
Yeah.
Grey Goose, Lido. You said that was on Trap or Die, right?
Yeah, that
It was the
on
remix,
Trap or Die.
yeah.
Yeah.
When Cheesy was on the
Yeah, that was when he was fucking flaming too.
Yes,
Bro.
bro. That
You
was
talk about major record, dog.
bruh.
Like
Grey
even
Goose was
I bet motherfuckers that are watching this right now, when you just said that you're responsible for that, like that's the thing. You gotta send me that tag so I can drop it here and there throughout this episode. Hopefully they've heard it 6 times by now.
And even with the tag though, like
Sometimes you can't hear it.
nah, I feel like I was one of the first ones to start doing that.
you absolutely were. You were the first
Talk
person
your
I ever
shit,
heard with a producer
Fate.
tag,
And
dog.
then like it's crazy because like a motherfucker won't give you credit for that shit.
Talk
though.
your shit,
Motherfucker
Fate.
won't give you credit for like I was doing that shit.
2001,
yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
When
I
you-
was straight out of high school, bro.
I was so glad that Bezel Gang put out that BOP 15th anniversary, bro, because I didn't have any of them songs anymore.
Yeah.
South Be Ballin', like all
Yeah.
that shit, because all them discs were. I mean, that was years ago. And they'd
Yeah.
gotten stolen, and bro, like those. That's what, like I was talking about earlier. And I'm just so glad that they released some of that material because there was so many of them.
And my homeboy, man, the one that put that out, and the one that was behind us back then, Matlock, may you rest in peace. I remember the first time I did that shit, and I put it on a beat. And he was like, "Man, why you keep using that shit, man? That shit sounds stupid, bro. Like, why you keep using it?" I was like, "Man, you'll see."
Yeah.
And my whole logic behind it was, it's like producers didn't get credit.
No, bro, ever.
Producers didn't get credit for doing shit. Like, and I was like,
So,
man,
did you bite it? Did you get the idea from somebody? Did you hear it somewhere else
Yeah,
when you
what made you
decided
think
to
of
start
the
using
tag?
it, or you
nah,
just like
that was
fuck
that
it?
was
That was it?
That was the reason. Like,
That
I
was
was like,
it?
man, cause shit, cause that's when we had opened the studio. I don't know if you've been to the stores, but I know Squints has been to the stores. So back then when we was doing the studio, we had a studio in a storage unit,
Yeah.
Bruh.
and
I
like,
remember the first time I went there, I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
and so
Where
first,
are we going?
like nobody really knew who I was, and then I remember it was one of the years where it was like one of the first years. Oh, it was the first year of the SEA.
Yeah.
Is that where I met you?
That's where Lex and them.
That's where I
Top
met-
Dollar one,
that's where I met
I
Lex
wasn't
for
in
the-
there.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't even get in that shit.
Got you.
Yeah. So like Shout out to Lex too. That's my boy. Like
for sure.
He wanted a beer.
You know what, man? Lex is dope as hell, and I always said that, man. Like even when I was in high school, I was like, man, dude is cold as fuck.
Yeah,
for
You
sure.
know what I'm
For real.
saying?
Yeah.
And, he needs to hear that
I
shit.
never actually met dude. You know what I mean? Because I know he had been gone for a minute. He'd been on vacation for a minute.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
But so I had met him, but shout out to him for sure.
Yeah, you'll have
You
to
haven't
pull up
met him
again
yet?
when he's-
Nah, I still ain't met him. I talked to
bro.
him on Facebook though.
Yeah, you'll have to.
So you know, he wanted
Yeah,
he
nah,
wanted to
I
be here
talked,
basically
like-
for the same reasons.
Yeah.
Like he
Like me and dude had one of the realest conversations on Facebook, and it's crazy because he a real dude, and I fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
you know, that's my whole thing. Like, man, I like genuine people,
Bro.
And you can tell he's a genuine.
Absolutely.
fucking
That's
person,
why we're all
bro.
in the same circle,
Yeah,
dog. We all look the
yeah.
same way. Yeah.
Man, that kid right there, dude, is you said it.
Yeah, genuine
real.
as hell.
Like, for real.
you know, and I wouldn't even expect him to even be like that because he was doing this shit before me.
He told me the same
Well-
thing about y'all's conversation.
Yeah.
He told me the same thing, that he had a real ass conversation with you.
Yeah, and I was like, man, that's
Yeah.
dope. And I told him, man, you know, if it's anything I can ever do, just let me know, bro. Like,
Yep,
and
he was
I'm
talking
down.
about that too.
Yeah,
Yep.
He said the same shit, and I was like, oh, that's love.
Uh,
That was another reason I started going back into the studio. 'Cause I was like, man, damn, that's crazy. Like I always,
y'all should collab on a record.
I wanted to work
Oh,
with
bro,
dudes.
I
for
know
sure.
that
They should
neither one
collab.
of them really do that. That would be crazy for them to do that because, like he was saying,
Yeah.
he really don't do it, and Lex doesn't collab really.
No.
but that would be. Insane,
But both of you,
dude.
would probably be
Because
willing
he's back
to do
working
that.
too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's back working too.
Yeah, I
on
fuck
the
with
beats.
Lex. I fuck with Lex to the fullest.
Yeah, he's in the process of setting up his new little setup. He's trying to get comfortable, but he is back working.
Good,
And,
good. That's good to hear. That's
Bro,
good to hear.
I'd probably say some of my favorite ones you did, and they're to me, there's some of my favorites, but like Whip Game for Paper.
Yeah,
That
I was
was-
rapping on that shit too.
Yeah, you were. Y'all both rapping. And then you did the one, what was it? The 252 grams or
Yeah.
whatever. That one.
Yep.
It was actually
Yeah.
that quarter burger smells so
Yeah,
it was so
yeah.
fire. Dude.
I remember that shit.
Dude, it
That
was
shit
so
was
fire.
like crazy.
But
I
the
remember
stuff
we
you were
was
doing
doing
rail
it.
was I love too, man.
Yeah.
The stuff y'all did, man. Like when he had it was just the CD. It was the CD stand was him like in boxing gloves or whatever, or the champ.
The champ is here. Yeah. Yep.
And then he did like all that stuff, and then of course all the stuff with Lito, like on Volume 3, the one that he made, the Prince of the Ville album, and it was just stuff y'all basically did
Yeah.
on Volume 3 and 4.
I was looking for that shit on Apple Music the other day. I couldn't find it.
I couldn't either.
I got to see what's up with that, man, because that shit needs to be
out.
Bro, funny story. The what's the one he did? You did the album release party, and I think it was Volume 4 because he had the whole digipack stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't remember what the
Was it
songs
Volume 4? I think it was 5 with the it was green.
Yeah.
We had the DVD and shit.
Yeah, the DVD.
Yeah. And
Bro,
I was smoking all them damn cigarettes. Squiz know about the fucking cigarettes. Nigga, I had a fucking you remember the seed spindle?
Yeah,
I had the long
upside
one.
down,
And that
shit
shit was
full, bro.
And I remember fucking David Banner came into the studio in the stores, bro. I was in the motherfucking. I remember it was an 85 box Caprice.
Oh,
I picked David Banner up from fucking 615. Remember the club 615?
Yeah.
I picked him up from 615. He rolled in my box Chevy to the storage unit
Yeah.
and came up there and we was just making beats and shit. So this motherfucker in the producer's chair, this nigga knocks over the fucking thing with all the cigarettes in it
Bruh, lots of cigarettes.
and says, "Man, you don't need to be smoking anyway." And I was like,
Damn,
"Motherfucker."
David Banner.
I was like, motherfucker. And like Squints know, like that shit was that shit was dirty
Bad.
as hell.
That's
bro.
bad.
Like, yeah. And so it was like shit everywhere. I was just like, fuck it.
And then he said that on top of him.
Yeah.
knocking
Hold
like-
on. You said shit, fuck it, what?
I was like, fuck that shit. That's just left it right there. Cause it was already like, you know, bro, like it was like sketchy to even sit in that shit. It was so dirty in that motherfucker, bro. And I don't know what it was about that, but that grit
Hey, bro.
is what kept
Grimy
me
shit.
going.
Yeah,
No, for
dog.
sure, because you
That
wanted
shit kept
something
me
better.
going,
You wanted
yeah.
something better,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
For
I had
sure.
like
Yeah.
I had like a fucking, you know, the old SE with the rotary knobs.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
one of those in there
Yeah.
But it's comfortable.
that never came on. Like,
But then
I
you went
caught-
from that, and then you went when I met you. You wasn't in that. You was at you had the spot at the cruise.
I had
Yeah, I went-
my own spot after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, nah, man, that shit. It was a lot of memories in that shit though. Like even doing whip game and shit like that with Star.
Yeah.
I was working out with Star the other day.
Yeah. We got to get him.
That motherfucker, man, dude is a fucking monster, bro.
Dude.
Like still.
Yeah, one of my favorite artists of all time.
Like, dog, when I tell you, like, he one of the hardest working motherfuckers I know, bro.
Yeah.
when it comes to anything, whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
That's why right now you probably ain't heard a lot of shit like as far as like him dropping music is because he's doing daddy duty.
I was gonna say,
That's
we
exactly
said-
what we were talking
I think-
about before you got here,
Yeah.
man. You and him.
You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga's doing
exactly
daddy
what I'm
duty full time, in which you know I fuck with
Respected
that. Like, I
that
can't
shit.
fuck with nobody.
Yeah.
Like I
Hell
don't
no.
respect nobody that don't
Nope.
take care of their kids.
No,
man.
Nope.
no, that's exactly what me and Squints were talking about. Like about how, why it seems like you and him have been quiet. I was like, was Faye's still making tracks? But I said, Lito, I know he had the baby, and he's probably that's what we were talking about
Yeah.
right before you got here. That's crazy you said that.
I've never met Leo.
Really, neither, bro. Neither one of us have, man. And that's a bucket list.
No
interview.
ties with Lito, unfortunately.
That'd be
Huge
amazing.
fucking fan though.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
He's in my top. He's in my top 10.
Yeah,
like,
Chad's
favorite
huge fan.
Nah, he
man.
like a
Bro.
ghost, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I call paper ghost.
Yeah.
Like from our power.
Yeah, for sure.
I call him ghost. You know
Look
what I'm
at
saying?
this
But like,
pterodactyl, bro.
but Star though,
No.
Yeah.
that he like a fucking like a rare sighting.
That's right. I figured.
yeah.
I figured that. But I
Never
totally
met
get it.
Star. Bro.
Yeah, it's even hard for me to get in. Well,
I
I mean,
get
it
it.
ain't too hard for me
Yeah.
to get in to get with him, but it's just hard for me to get with him and stay with him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
For sure. It's like catching lightning.
Yeah,
dog. Yeah.
yeah,
Or catching
yeah.
that moth. It's fine.
Yeah. Even
Fuck
when it
that
comes to
moth.
like working,
Yeah.
like dude is already 30 steps ahead of whatever he's doing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So he already be like fucking programming everything in his
Yep.
head, and he gonna do this, and that's just how he work, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always admire dude for that, because if it weren't for him and that mindset, I wouldn't even be nowhere near where I was at right
Yeah,
now.
for sure. And
as
y'all-
far as
Yeah.
knowledge and skill, you know what I mean?
I can see it. I mean,
Dude.
I remember that nigga had me in the studio. Had me in the studio for a week straight, bro.
Just working.
Working on Volume 4.
Yeah.
Volume Hating and Healthy.
Yeah.
Working
That's
on
my
that
favorite
shit.
album he ever did.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
when I say in the, I'm talking about in the studio locked in, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was a McDonald's across the street. That's as far as the motherfuckers was going. Like he calling me like, man, we need to finish this. We need to finish. He had a key to the studio. You know, and he engineers a lot of his own shit.
That's dope.
You know, I taught dude. I actually taught him how to engineer.
That's dope though.
And so,
So that way you can
yeah,
where if he can't get you, then he can go ahead and do it. Yeah.
Yep. He fucking engineered Jeezy's verse on Grey Goose.
Oh, that, bro, what's so
fun
crazy,
fact.
dude? That album release party, wherever he had it in Nashville. And this is a funny story. The Hating Ain't Healthy album release party. Me and my buddy, he went by Casper. Shout out to my boy Casper. Well, we went to the album release party. Bro, do you remember?
I think I met Casper before.
You may have.
Yeah.
He's a skinnier white guy with glasses.
Yeah.
Well, we were in line at the release party, and you remember when those belts were in style that had like the digital belts and it put up you could put
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
we
They're
had
not in
those
style
on them,
no more?
right? This is like whenever this was 04, 05. We're coming inside and security stops us and said, guys, I just want to let you know you're the only two white people here. So you need to stay by the exit. And I was like, I thought he was joking. I was like, we just want to see the show, bro. I want to see All Star. And he was like, y'all need to stay right here. I said, I'm not. We're going over here. Because nothing. I don't know why he kept saying that, but I didn't care about any of that. I was just there to watch.
Nah, we was
good.
turning shit upside down.
No,
then,
for sure.
though.
It was.
Yeah.
Then once stuff started popping, I was like, I see why he wanted us to stay by the door.
Yeah.
But we're not bothering nobody. But that was just hilarious. I thought we probably looked. I know I looked ridiculous because I had this belt and it was just promoting my garbage album that had not came out.
it's
When none of your shit garbage.
No,
though.
but I'm saying like just then, like looking back.
That's
it was just
funny.
That's
but
funny
I
as
was so
fuck.
hyped, dude. Just because I was waiting for that to drop because I found out about the volume 2 and 3 that he had and all that shit. It was crazy, man. And the DVD was with it.
I remember that night. I was fucking in a drop top Mustang. I remember that shit because I think my car got wrecked or some shit. So
Yeah.
I had to get a rental car, and they gave me a fucking Mustang. And dude, when I tell you,
Stunting.
everybody fucking joked on me about that Mustang, and it was red too,
Yeah.
and I had the top drop. I thought I was balling.
They did.
What club was
Nah,
that?
they
at?
was laughing.
Was that 615?
Yeah, that was 615.
Yeah.
Shout out 615.
Yeah, man. That was just. I forgot all about that until he started talking about Hating Ain't Healthy, and then we started talking about I was like, I went to that album release party.
Yeah, back then we was turning shit all the way up, man.
I bet, man.
Dude, I
It
was,
was
just
easy
like,
to.
this is because this was like when I first kind of started doing stuff, but I had been fans of y'all for 3 or 4 years at that point from like the Springfield stuff. But yeah, that was That was some funny shit, dude.
Yeah, everybody was.
What did the
pretty much
belt
still in the
say?
streets at that
It
point.
was like
Album like a
C-Dub
date.
album coming, or whatever it was.
Wow, dude.
Because it was back when those were popular for like 2 months. It felt like.
I remember them shit.
Yeah, you could get them in the mall and they could set them up for you. And,
Yeah, nah, I thought that was dope. I just never got one because
Yeah.
I was just like,
I wish I would have had. I wish I had one.
dude, I mean, if that could have been videotaped, because this was way before. This was probably like when did that drop? 04?
Hey, what about when Jake Paul fought Woodley? He had it on his boxing shit.
that's funny as hell. Jake Paul is funny as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
When he fought Woodley, remember his boxing shorts had the LED, the scrolling LED
Oh yeah,
on the front.
yeah. I'm sure
I don't
his.
remember-
I'm sure his cost a
remember
lot
what-
more than the one I bought.
I don't remember
from
what it
the
said
Rivergate
though.
Mall. It's the middle of Rivergate Mall where I used to buy my jewelry. Shout out to
Nah,
Rivergate
that shit
Mall.
was expensive though. It wasn't it wasn't. Yeah, that shit was some expensive shit though, bro.
Yeah, man.
That was cutting edge technology back then.
It really was.
It's I got some shit to say to podcast, man. We right back at it, man. ChadArmesTV in the building. And we if you're just now joining us, we are with Fate Eastwood this evening.
At Fate Eastwood on Instagram.
Yeah, do that,
At
man.
Fate Eastwood everywhere, pretty much.
Right?
If y'all are not, if you're watching this podcast, you're just a regular viewer or listener of the podcast. We appreciate you first and foremost. But if you have not heard of Fate Eastwood, I just need you to
Google that.
Google that and go down, get on any kind of streaming platform or even DatPiv if you listen to those, and just type in Fate Eastwood, and just the majority of songs that you hear from like artists from this area, especially like Star and people like that he probably had a hand in the production, most likely.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? And was a huge influence on
All of
myself.
us.
And I just remember when Squints first linked with me in 2007, I was like, I don't get jealous, but I was so like he had 2 beats with me.
Yeah.
He had at the time he had the 2 that I didn't even I'd heard them back then, but then when he had the Want Some Get Some, when he did, I thought that was the hardest beat in America. the one with the gunshot with the gun clicks in it. And I was like, man,
I was listening to that shit the other day too.
bruh, like that. I'm so glad we uploaded it on
shit. Like I listen to a lot
mixtape.
of old shit. Like if I produced it, like I listen to it. Like I got on my phone, like everything that pretty much I've ever done is I just listen to it.
No, for sure,
Yeah,
man.
I just go through and listen to all that.
But
shit.
So Dope, man. So Dope was the single from Things Change.
Oh,
that was
shit was
sure.
hard, bro.
that was kind of like the one I ran
you
with.
rapped on there too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that rap on So Dope.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
I
just
sure did.
Yeah.
I sure know.
But
I'm
it was
dope in a brig.
yeah.
I'm dope in whipping it open. It won't
I remember
stay.
when we did the Grind to Shine.
Yeah,
Della White and Scooby brung that record up.
Absolutely,
and
they
kept
did.
saying
Yep.
that you had ghost wrote. You got that verse ghost written. They didn't believe that you wrote it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
talk about it live on the radio.
Yeah.
Why do people say that shit, bro? Just because you was a producer? They're like,
What?
he can't. Did somebody would ghost wrote your verses?
Nah. I never had a ghostwriter.
No, you wrote the verse that me and
Yeah.
you did there in the studio.
Yeah.
So I knew you wasn't. You didn't, I mean, I never thought that anyway. But like,
I feel like that verse that I did with you,
dude, it was. And we did that on the spot. We wrote that. You made the beat
Yeah,
on the
I
spot.
was listening to it and I was like, God, Lee.
Yeah, dude.
They were talking about this before we even started this and started
Yeah,
to
dude.
sit down.
It's the
tonight.
one track that we did, man.
Bro, and I was
I'm
like,
a
man,
beast,
that
yeah.
shit was like, when I was listening to it, I was like, man, I got to start back rapping. Bro.
I have to
Dude.
go back and listen to that, dude.
And I hate it because I hate that I didn't promote it more, but it was back in that time frame where we were putting out, when I say we, I meant me. I was putting out too much music.
Way too much.
Now,
I used to tell them
you
that
had a
all the
lot
time.
of shit going on.
and
bro.
so it was, and plus we were doing the show and proof stuff, and I was helping put out everybody else's stuff too.
Very true.
So it kind of got lost in the shuffle, but I love that record, bro. I love that. And that record was different. It was a different beat than you had made, because at the time you had that one, I'm sure you had people coming to you saying, I want one of them Fate beats.
Yeah.
And you knew what that meant.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's how I came to him.
yeah, like the Starlito, like real name.
Yeah.
Like that kind of Fate track. But like when me and you did something, ours was a darker one. It was
Yeah.
like a darker vibe.
I don't even remember
'Cause I
how
think you
I
told me-
linked with Fate.
It was
At all. It had to have been MySpace or some shit. Had to have
if
been.
it was your first album, that was what, 06?
Yeah, dude.
I think I met you out somewhere or something.
We were. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
And I told you to come through, and your ass came through.
Yeah, I can't. I'm bad about that though. I can't pinpoint where I met a lot of people. And that's
You had
sad.
already met him when me and you had met, because you had them songs with B. Howard
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
So you had
true.
already, that was before that, but
But I'm the same scenario for you. Like I like went looking for Fate. Like I was on the hunt for him when I finally met him. Like, cause I just like you, I needed a Fate beat. I had to have one.
Oh, that's dope, bro. I didn't even know it was going down.
It was.
Like that.
I mean, especially like even out, like I said, because we weren't close to Nashville. I wasn't like where I lived at, but my buddy Truth, my buddy BJ, he's the one that put me on to Bezel Gang back then, and he raps too, and he knew Wes and Stu. He was real close with Stu.
Okay.
And so that's how I started. I found out about Wes and Stu was through him, and then I love the stuff that you did for them too. Like that's I don't know if you did anything on that first project they did, like throwing rocks at the pen and all that.
I think I did.
But the second one I know you did because they had the whole like artwork and stuff because Delano did their artwork.
Yeah.
It all
I put
ties
them on.
together.
I put them in contact with him
For sure.
Shout out Delano.
It all ties together, bro.
Yeah, anybody that came through, I always sent them. You know, if they didn't already have their own people, I always sent them to him.
Because that's what I remember too about all the projects that you like, all the stuff that Rail did. Delano did it because I'd always look for that. I'd look to see which tracks you did and whoever else. Because at the time, Coop was doing his thing too.
Yeah, Coop was doing.
Coop, at that time. So, and Jody Stevens and them and those cats, but they
Shout out Coop. That was one cat I never got to do a record with. I was always a fan of his shit though.
Yeah,
I never did a Coop track, but I met him multiple times. I got to watch.
I met him too.
Make beats.
Yeah, I did meet him.
Yeah, that one project that he did.
We always had a friendly competition, me and him.
I could tell that, because y'all were the two that was just
Yep.
Yeah, that was my boy right there,
and then he had to Coop take off on him.
Yeah.
But he did the tag stuff too.
Yeah.
But again, Fate's the one that originated that. But that was just kind of when that started to become a thing. Mm-hmm. And now no producer does a beat without tagging it because now there's no physical, so you can't read the liner notes and see that you made the beat.
Yep.
That's the only way y'all can get shine.
Yep.
And you saw that.
That's crazy. You even say there's never no liner notes now, and there's not.
'Cause I studied them.
That's crazy, man.
I used to.
Right.
I have to
I
have
love
them.
that shit, bro.
I think now, like if on iTunes, like iTunes Store, like you can buy and there'll be like a digital
booklet,
right? But it's
But I don't
not.
think like all artists do that though. Like I
Hell
think,
no, they don't do that.
Like-
That's a fee, bro. They're
Yeah,
paying
that's
for
what I'm
that
saying.
shit. That's kind of like it took off some of the overhead when they stopped producing hard copies.
Even
bro.
when it's digital real estate. You still gotta pay for it.
But it also took those budgets away. You know what I'm
They got
saying?
their own budget.
That's right.
like I said, when all this first started, and we all started, like you started before us, but like then we've talked about this with other guests. It costs so much more money to put out a project, man.
Yeah.
The production, the graphics, the music videos, this, that, and the other. Now you can just get on your computer and rap and make your own album cover.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And it's so much easier now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of oversaturated stuff, but the real always can see the real.
Were you ever at Fate? Were you ever part of a label? Were you ever signed or anything like that? Did you ever
I was signed to Gotti's label.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
When it was INE. And then it turned into CMG.
Yep.
And I was at the beginning stages of CMG. So yeah.
That's dope, bro. She was able to do that.
Yeah.
Get some tracks produced for Gotti because he I've been trying to say, man, we've been talking about this Yo Gotti and T.I. versus is coming up, and I've been
Have you heard about
saying,
that?
Don't sleep on Gotti.
Yeah, nah, you can't sleep on Gotti.
Have you heard about that versus?
I didn't.
Yeah. See, that's. It seems like. See, now it's.
I haven't heard much about it now.
It's
but
like I saw it one day, and I want to say it was fucking social media. I saw an ad and everything.
That should be it.
It sounds like a dope versus, right? But
Yeah,
but then it was Cool Daddy, Big Daddy Kane, and
the OGs, yeah.
right, and
Yeah,
that came up
KRS-One,
out of nowhere.
yeah.
And then I haven't seen nothing else about
Cool
the
Daddy
Gotti shit,
Fresh.
and I haven't seen nothing else about the.
He was going to say Cool Daddy
He was
Fresh.
fixing to say Cool Daddy Fresh. Yeah.
Nothing else about
Legend, by the way.
Yeah.
Diddy and Dupree.
Oh, Dupree, yeah. As a
happened to that?
producer,
Who
how would
wins
you weigh
that?
in on that, Jermaine Dupree.
Take a second.
See, and this is the thing. Like, a lot of people really got Jermaine Dupri fucked up, though.
That's
Yeah, me-
exactly what me and him and Five was saying.
Yeah, dog. I think that's a
Legs.
landslide.
Yeah, they
Jermaine
got.
Dupri.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mariah Carey, bro, just like he was saying.
Fucking Chris Cross.
Yeah.
I said that
fuck?
same shit, bro. I said, fucking
like, bro,
Chris
like,
Cross.
dude got, like, I mean, I fuck with Diddy and I respect Diddy.
Yeah.
All love
Yeah.
to Diddy, But, yeah, when it come to that, Jermaine Dupri got a better shot at going to Dre.
Usher, bro.
Yeah.
Dre.
You know what I'm saying?
Usher. That's
Now,
what-
Dre and Jermaine Dupri would be a good one.
That would be the one I would rather
That's where
see.
I went
Yeah.
to Usher that's who I immediately went to with
Yeah, you got to go to because
That's a catalog, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, and I mean, in the mid 2000s, bro, Jagged Edge had a slew of
Janet Jackson?
Yeah, Janet. I mean,
Jagged Edge. I didn't even mention that.
they had a slew of little hits there in that little
fucking,
time frame.
I did say
112?
I did say Crisscross though.
Yeah.
I love. Dude,
Well,
I used to be
yeah.
a huge 112
Brat?
fan.
Oh, the Brat.
112 was Bad Boy.
Yeah, 112 was Bad Boy.
They got some records by JD though.
I believe it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Jagged Edge, bro. I mean, Jermaine Dupri's got heaters, bro.
That was DJ. What was the DJ's name? DJ who? Who was your DJ name in high school, Chad?
DJ Chad Rowe.
DJ Chadro.
Chadro,
DJ
yeah.
Chadro
That was my
used to
football
be.
nickname I
He used
got.
to be slanging Jagged Edge mixtapes.
Dude, I used to be I used to make them. Man. I was putting people on to y'all in Starlito. They were like, I would sneak some of those in to like these mainstream playlists. They'd put Kenny Chesney back where I come from, and then fucking Ludacris roll out, and then I would throw a Bezel Gang song on there.
That's dope, though.
I'd be like, who is this?
Shout out to the gang.
Don't you worry about it. Just listen.
But see, that's how it happened though, man. That's how it happened. It's always a believer, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you get a. You know, I used to do that shit at our fucking pep rallies at Hillsboro.
Yeah,
Like I used to play all our shit.
that's dope, dude.
You know
Super
what I'm saying? Me, fucking Paper, Cali.
Yep.
You know.
Shout out all them guys. I wish
Yeah.
Paper would pull up, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
He'll
I see-
definitely
I
pull up.
see
He
him out.
He got a lot going on right now.
I see him out randomly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's always just super random. But that's the homie. He's always been the homie.
Yeah. You see him out partying.
I forgot about my little light, man. I did that last episode too.
Bro,
I wait till
don't nobody want to go on a like locally. Don't nobody want to do a versus against this guy right here.
beat wise.
Yeah, who's gonna? I mean, what are you gonna do? Could anybody sit across from him and it be close? Locally,
They say band play can.
Now.
Oh yeah,
Now.
I give it to him.
But
Now.
that's what I'm saying. But it would
Yeah.
be close if you brought out those. Oh, man, yeah, band play. You and band play would be.
Back
be fire, but still,
when
I
I
mean,
was
I'm biased, though,
back
'cause-
when I was an artist, it was Fate and Broadway.
Oh yeah, we got to get Broadway to come back though because when
Yeah,
he came
Broadway
through,
needs to pull back through.
The audio was jack. We didn't get
Yeah,
nothing.
he
done.
did come through though. That's family.
Yeah.
I fuck with Broadway. Super tough.
Broadway good people.
You know, I grew up with Broadway.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
You know, he'll tell you I didn't put him on to Making Beats, but he's a liar.
I feel
He'll tell you
I
that
feel
shit
that
every day.
I feel that versus brewing. Yeah,
dude.
nah, Broadway don't want that smoke, man.
Nah,
I gotta
bro.
be honest, man.
I fuck with Broadway though.
Me
Broadway
too.
is
That's
hella
my boy,
talented,
bro.
dog.
That's
Like,
that's my guy.
and
Have,
the
new
thing
stuff-
is
the
with
new
him,
stuff he's
man,
doing is
he
hard.
always been into it because
have you heard his new shit?
nah, I haven't.
Exactly. Broadway, I'm gonna put him on it before he's gone
Yeah,
tonight.
after-
I'm gonna have to let him hear a record.
We're gonna have to let
What
you
is he
hear.
rapping?
No,
No.
he's singing, bro.
But see, this is the crazy shit though.
Talk your shit.
Now I always tell Broadway.
Yeah.
I've always told bro, you talented, bro.
Yep.
Like branch out. Like you know, I always wanted him to spread his wings, bro. Because like, dude is so fucking talented. He comes from a talented family.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And like, he just never did.
Yeah.
He never did, and I didn't really understand why. It's a. we were in North Carolina one time, and it's a song he was singing on,
Yep.
and to piss him off, I would play the song super loud in
So
the
he could-
studio. Like he would be like downstairs
drown him
because
out.
we had a studio in the house
Yeah.
we was in, and like he would get so pissed off. I'm talking about fighting mad that I was playing this song with him singing on it.
Yeah.
And like, and I would tell dude like, bro, like you got it, bro. Like, you know, but he just never did. And I hope he got the picture, bro. Like,
Bruh.
that's where it's at.
Bro, yeah.
Wait
I don't
till
know
you
if he
hear
didn't want to be, if he didn't want to be categorized as an R&B nigga.
Man,
or,
so.
Look, bro.
bro, fuck that.
So now Broadway goes by Scotty Broadway.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. That's
And,
why. Yeah.
But please, before you leave, make sure I
as
play
soon as
your
we
record.
stop this, we'll have to.
I've got a
we need to
couple,
play it. It should-
and yeah, Broadway about to smack some motherfuckers across the face with some shit, bro.
I believe it.
Shout out to the famo.
It's that time, man.
Complete blindside though. Had no idea. Like he used to have a record called "I'm Better Than You." You remember that?
yeah.
record?
Yeah, I
Like
remember
that.
that record.
I love
True
that
Religion
record,
James.
bro.
Yeah.
I have it. I
He
have that
slagged on him
record.
before. That was when that was like, that was before people was doing that kind of rapping.
Right? Like I could
Like
play
that's
that. I
song.
could play that record for anybody that comes through, and they'd be like, "Damn, that was
You played them for Leroy. You played
right."
them for Leroy.
And it's
he was like,
ticking.
this is fire.
It's still
But
ticking.
I wonder if he's gonna actually put the shit out though.
See, that's where we are now. Because
We're trying to.
shout out to my man Scotty Broadway. That's
Yeah, dude.
that's my brother.
I
Man.
wonder if it's gonna be. I mean, I wonder if he feels like it's gonna be hard or.
He just needs that. That's why we talking about it right now.
Yeah.
Because when you hear it, you'll
Bro, it's like-
you'll text him. You'll let him know. I promise you, bro. 'Cause
I'm excited that we get
look
to
at
see
that.
his reaction to that.
Look, Chad.
Yeah, that's a
monster.
That's a spider on top of you.
What's that? It's got wings. It's fuzzy.
for sure.
What is happening?
That shit is crazy.
God.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Oh, that's just them skeeters or whatever them are.
Them skeeter.
Yeah, whatever that was. That thing was monstrous. But
Yeah, man.
yeah, Scotty Broadway.
Shout
Dope
out-
shit coming.
shout
But
out
he
to
told me
Broadway.
he was aiming for early November.
For
Hopefully wanted to have. He was getting to shoot. Not put him out there on Front Street or whatnot. But I'm excited for him because he really does got some shit. And when
Dude, whenever I was getting beats, because I started getting beats from Broadway in like 2007 for the Rapaholic album, and then I got several from him after that. When I would go to his house where he was making beats, I used to know, that's how I knew all of his family was into music, because there was always something like that going on, going to and from the studio. Or
You know, the studio that was back there. You know, me and his brother built that.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
Me and Wayne. Shout out to Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne helped me build mine too. So
yeah, you came through. It sucks that the fucking
you came to that one too, Squints. You came to that studio too.
Where's that?
At the crib.
Yeah.
you
That's
came to that one
that's
too.
where we did So Dope.
Yep.
I recorded So Dope with Fate.
Yeah.
Fate recorded
Oh, that's
that.
dope. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's so dope.
That's So Dope.
I see what you did there.
man.
Right.
But I remember when we did the Arch Rivals project with me and Squints and Blaze and B Howard,
Yeah, So Dope was on there.
and that was your solo song from that, and I think that was the only Fate beat on that album, because Blaze did most of the other ones, or Broadway or Nice.
I had
Nice
two.
did
I
some
had
stuff.
two on my first tape and two on my second.
Yeah, we still got to get that first album. From
I could
somebody.
have got Squints signed back in the day, man.
I was ready.
Yep, I could have got him signed, but
Didn't happen.
yeah, it didn't happen because this motherfucker didn't answer the phone when I called.
I guess.
I don't know what the fuck was going on, but like, I had somebody like really interested in dude, man. A couple people actually, but it was my fault too because I didn't follow through like I should have.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the trajectory would have been completely different. You would be just doing this podcast right now, probably.
Yeah. I say it now, man. Like I forced myself to be an artist. It seems like looking back.
The whole time I've known
You was
him,
dope, though.
it's been like
Right? Like, dude, I could
always
pull
been
it
pulling
off.
teeth to
Yeah,
get him
for
to
sure.
be.
I could pull it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what Chad's saying, bro, like these boys, like, dude, they sit down, they write these fucking songs, man, and then write another one and another one and another one and another one in the same night. Like, bro, you give me a beat or 3 beats right now, bro. Maybe by the end of the year, you're gonna get one of those records.
Yeah.
You like me as a producer, bro.
But that's just how I rock, bro. I just don't go like that, and
But see,
it was always like that with
that
me.
goes back to what you were saying too. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I was doing it. Like you write songs, I was doing it like that back then. Like making
You
beats,
had
making
to.
beats, making beats,
Yeah,
making
as
beats.
As prolific as you.
And now it's like, man, I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm stepping back. Like, hold on, man. Let me regroup.
Yep.
And then when
You get burnt out.
yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
And then when I took a break, it was just like, man, I never kind of regained consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And it's been kind of tough.
You got a setup?
Yeah. I still got the studio.
What's some of the like? Have you said you're still doing production? Like, have you done some stuff recently? Producing wise?
Yeah, I did a lot of shit on Bezel Gang. They about to drop an album.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
called 20 Summers. I did.
You did a lot of
shit
the,
on that.
you did a lot of the stuff for Vax solo project too.
Vax, yeah.
Tierra Fly 1 and 2. You did a lot of.
Yeah. And then I did a lot of shit on this new one he about to drop too. Big Vac.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. Though.
Yeah, I did that, and then Cali shit. I did a lot of Cali shit too.
Shout out to the gang, man.
Bro, one of my favorite tracks you produced too, and it's one of the most different ones you did, is the intro. I don't know if it's the intro on Vac with the piano. When you're doing the roll on the piano.
Yeah, that's differences.
Differences.
Yeah,
bro.
we got a differences 1 and 2.
Yeah, differences too is the one that
Yeah.
ego, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The first one was when you're bro, that because that was totally different Fate, bro.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
like different than what I mean. It still came in and hit, but like I just love that track, bro. That the way you did that, the piano and shit was.
I gotta
really
go back
fire.
and listen to this.
Yeah.
I don't
Broadway
strike.
called me about that shit too. He was like, man, who you got playing the piano? I said, "It's me, motherfucker."
Dude, it's so fire, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely got to go back and listen to that.
Yeah, dude.
yeah. Let me see.
So is that something you've been doing? Is that how it started with you or something? Playing piano? They got something to do with it?
Nah. So basically, what it was is that I was rapping first.
Yeah.
I couldn't get nobody to make my beats, so I said, "Fuck it. I'll make my own beats."
Right.
And then that's what happened. And I was hustling, man. So I went and just bought my own shit, man. I just saved up and bought my own shit and went from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, you talk about manifestation at its finest, dude. You're sitting at it.
Man, I appreciate it, bro.
No, the way that we whipped this podcast up, bro. Like, we don't know shit. You gotta think about it, bro. We don't know shit about sitting behind the keys or sitting in front of a board.
Yeah.
None of that, bro. Like, so even with this podcast, like I had to fucking figure that shit out with the help of
trial and
Chad,
error, yeah.
dude. Shit show.
You got it.
We got it
Now, thanks to this fancy little mechanism right
that
here,
made it so much easier,
that
bro.
changed
It
the
was a rough
fucking
start, but
game.
we got some good advice from like D-Ray and DJ O-Rig.
Shout out
to
Tell us-
D-Ray.
Yeah,
Shout out
tell us what
D-Ray.
we needed. Another guy that one of my producers I started working with that I feel like is, and I don't think he'll mind me saying this, I feel like he's influenced by you, and I've gotten probably over 60 tracks from Wee Wee over the last 10
Oh
years.
yeah. No, that's my little dog
Yeah,
right there,
and that's
man.
he works closely with D-Ray.
I seen him
now.
the other. That's funny as hell because I
Yeah.
see him. That's so
my
funny
dog,
that
man.
you say that. I saw him at
He's
the store.
he's in house with
No, for sure.
D-Ray and him.
Yeah,
over
for
there.
sure.
Yeah.
And he
that's my dog right there,
and,
man.
and that was
You ever been to D-Ray spot?
I have not, man. I think me and D-Ray, we lost our contact with each other, man. I fuck with D-Ray super tough.
oh yeah, man, that's the homie, that's home team for sure.
But like,
Yeah, you should reach out.
yeah, a lot of times, man, people think when I stop contacting or I stop communicating, they think I'm acting funny, but
yeah,
I go through a lot of mental shit, bro. Like,
no, for sure, man.
Real shit.
yeah,
for
like
real.
I go through a lot of like depression and shit like that. So
Yeah.
it's never no issue
Yeah.
with nobody.
Right.
You know, it's just me.
Yeah,
you
it's
know what I
never-
mean? It's shit I gotta
never-
work through myself.
Absolutely. Never nothing personal.
Yeah, it's never nothing personal, bro. Like, you know, it's just I got a lot of shit going on,
Absolutely, man.
and I just try to
Right.
get because I'll come off even worse if I deal with you when I'm going through my shit.
No, I get that. Dude.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's got something going on, you know.
Yeah,
I
so-
totally understand that.
So yeah, like I got a lot of mental illness and shit going on, man. That I try to be
Try to cope with.
yeah.
Try to deal
I
with
try
daily.
I try to think of everybody else
Right.
Yeah,
in the situation because I don't want to hurt nobody else
Right.
while I'm going through my shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I
And that
think
sometimes makes it worse.
yeah,
yeah,
and I think that's what happened with D-Ray, even with Jelly.
yeah.
Like Jelly was my dog. Like it still
Yeah.
is. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I still
sure.
look at him like my family. Like he'll tell you right now, but like, I haven't really talked to Jelly. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But like back in the day when he was fucking battling, he used to come pick me up. I used to come pick him up, and we used to roll to the battles together. He used to come pick me up from work. I used to work at a gas station. He used to come pick me up. Man, he's got me ride with me to this gas station. I mean, ride with me to the to this battle.
Yeah.
You know,
That's dope, dude.
type shit. You know, and shit.
You should reach out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
for
I mean
sure.
I have, but it ain't been the same. You know, I've reached out to both of them, Jelly and D-Ray. You know, but I don't
Jelly
know
will
if
see
it's-
this. Jelly will see this. And
Yeah, same with D-Ray.
Yeah,
they both will.
Yeah.
Shout out to both of them, man. That's,
yeah,
that's
Jelly
the
know I
fam.
love him, man. You know, I just gotta let him know, like, bro, is if you feel like for anybody for that matter, if you feel like
Yeah.
I did anything wrong to you, or you feel like I'm acting funny, it's not you, bro. Like for real.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I totally get it.
I've been I've been mentally sick for a minute.
Right.
You know, trying to deal with my own demons. You know,
How's
That's
it
what's
going?
most
How's it
important.
going for you?
yeah. How you
it's cool, man. It's
Yeah.
cool. It just take a lot of self awareness, man. That's all.
You nailed it. That's it right there.
yeah.
You just got to know who you are.
Yeah, if you didn't say it, I was gonna say it for you.
Yeah,
But that's recognizable too.
Yeah.
The way you're sitting there talking about it now.
yeah, man. So it's just it's tough at times though. I ain't gonna front. It's super tough at times, but
Bro, yeah.
it ain't you know it ain't bad. It ain't as bad as as other people's shit probably is, you know, but you got to take time to yourself, man.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Uh,
Talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Shit, these mics are always on, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
That's why I ain't mind doing it, because I like getting shit out. You know what I'm saying,
bro. We talk about it on early episode. Lex brings it up about how this is the closest thing to therapy we all have.
Yeah,
For sure.
And bro,
yeah.
like we spoke about last episode about how we still don't have like a solid format for the show.
We don't need one though.
We don't need
Because even like growing up like I did, man. Like you don't know about shit like therapy and expressing your emotions. You know what I'm saying?
People look at you like you're soft or something.
Yeah.
Or you're fucking weird. Or something's wrong with you. You're crazy.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and then like when I took a minute off trying to regroup, you know, I found myself in a hell of a depression, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I went through the same thing, dude.
Yeah.
2012 through 2014, I was gone.
I wasn't expressing myself the way I normally do, you know, which is through music. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah,
I went through the same shit, bro. And I think it's just, for me, it was drugs, but on top of that, it was being burnt out.
Yeah.
Because I went hard as fuck for 8 years with no break.
Yeah.
And I just burned myself out.
But when you mix those two together, though,
yeah,
you got a cocktail for destruction, buddy.
for sure, man. So it definitely was a learning experience, and it's past me now. But I totally feel you, man. Well, I mean, both of us can co-sign what you're talking about, because everybody.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, it goes through.
Like I said, dude, like that shit right there is that's all in my wheelhouse, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
I know
anybody
all about
watching this shit, man, just know, man, it's okay. You know, it's okay to take a minute to yourself. It's okay to talk to somebody. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It ain't you not, especially this day and time, you're not considered weird or any of that shit. You know?
Yeah.
Especially if you're young and black.
Yeah.
You don't know. You know, you don't know that shit ain't weird. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's not.
I'm neither.
Bro, I just realized I hope it doesn't hear me going.
Oh, it definitely does now.
I think the
So
whole
if y'all
episode
did
I
catch that before, I wondered who it was the whole time. It's Chad. I didn't hear it.
I'm more I also want the camera to show this gum I put under the table. I am gonna throw it away. I don't want people to be like, Chad snuck gum under the table.
And
That's
saw
getting
you.
thrown away in this bottle right now.
That'd be funny, man.
I don't want people to think I'm weird.
Bro, real talk though, Fate. If you do catch any previous episodes, you will bound to hear almost on every one of them how we speak about only the real or recognized here that we welcome to this table. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, I appreciate that shit, bro.
It's an open invite.
Yeah,
like
man.
for real.
Swing
Like,
through
whenever you got something to say, bro.
Yeah, if
it's
a situation where you just want to pull up on Squints and you and him do one.
Yeah.
It's like, because
That's what he was saying earlier. Yeah, absolutely.
As long as it's Squints or Squints, whatever.
Don, we need to get Lex over here, man.
For sure,
You come
man.
sit with me and Lex.
Yeah, for sure.
During the week or whatever, bro. Like, we'll figure that shit out. But just know, bro, you're always welcome here. We were fucking, we were stoked to have you on, man.
I appreciate that shit, bro. I really do.
I'm looking forward to hearing more of what you got going on, dog. You know?
Yeah, I'm coming, man. I don't know. I gotta figure out if I'm because I feel like the rap game is opening up more for older artists.
Oh, absolutely.
Not saying that I'm old, like I ain't really that old, but
we're all relatively the same age.
Yeah, so it's cool to when you look at the Conways and shit like that and the Bennies, and you're like, okay, so it's the lane for our type of music. It ain't really,
absolutely.
You know what
It's
I'm saying?
coming back.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. And even still, it's just like when your parents got older and they went back to what they.
That's
like
it.
still to this day, they go back to my mama. Still
History
listen to
repeats
Anita
itself.
Baker.
As far as that music shit and entertainment, history repeats itself.
And just in the country rap genre, which is more like the wheelhouse I'm in as far as what I cover and what I do. Like a lot of the biggest artists in that genre are our age and older.
Yeah,
and they're winning big time
because it's relatable.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Like Jelly is relatable as fuck.
Absolutely,
bro.
Struggle
is relatable.
Calhoun, like Broadnax, like all these cats that are doing really well.
Have you ever heard that name, Broadnax?
From y'all?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I seen the
dog.
video. Did you see a video of him snapping,
That's
bro?
my dog, man. He's
I haven't had the pleasure of meeting him, but
he's from Louisiana. He's
yeah.
It's one of my favorites, man. Shout out to Broadnax, but
I'm a fan.
just to say what you're talking about, that's definitely I see that same thing, and it's a beautiful thing to see because 10 years ago, bro, when we were doing it, I remember because 10 years ago I was pushing 30 because I'm finna be 38 this year, and I was like, when I get to 30, I can't be 30 in rapping.
Yeah,
because that's the way we thought. Me and supposed to be in the Rutledge and be like, Chad, we gotta make something shake, man. I don't want to be 30 in rapping.
Yeah.
And like that was because back then that was like, it's just like in the NBA now. When you get 30 in the NFL, when you get 30, they're like, all right, well, let's start figuring out his replacement.
Yeah, start writing you off.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now it's just dope to see that because 10 years ago, we'd have been like, I'll be damned if I'm 40 and still rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Because that was before residual. You know what I mean? That was before the game changed to where.
That's why Paper and shit. That's why Paper's not rapping right now.
Yeah,
because
sure.
he, you know, I remember he said, man, once I turned such and such, you know, I ain't fucking with it no more. He was like, man, you gonna be straight forever because you a producer. I remember him saying that so clearly, and it's like, nah, bro, like, nah, you still got it.
Yeah, bro.
Like you still a GOAT, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. When I worked at Best Buy, I sold him a Roku stick, and I was like, man, do I tell him that I know him? Do I tell him I love his music? And of course I did. And he just thought it was real cool. He was super cool about it. But I was like, he came in asking for a Roku stick. And when I went to go get it, I was playing this game in my head like, man, do I need to tell him that I'm a fan of his? And then I was like, let me talk to Peyton. So we talked for a second, but he had to go. But I just thought that was fun. That was another little side note.
That's funny as hell.
Hey, bro, like I said, Paper's always been solid with me.
For sure. I've met him a few times. He's always
every
been cool.
time I see him, it's always what's up. He's always just
smiling.
Yeah, man, just
mood,
super cool, man. And it always be like random shit with me and Paper. It always be like at the club. We be like on the
He's a good dude, man. That's the thing, and a lot of people get the bad side of
wrong
it.
impression.
Yeah, because it's not that he's being a asshole, or he's being a jerk, or he's flogging or stunning, none of that shit. It's just that he has a lot of shit going on. So if he says he's gonna do something and he doesn't do it, it ain't like he's doing it because he's a dickhead. He's doing it because shit, he got 3 kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, and just got hit.
Got married. You know what I'm saying? He got shit going on, so it ain't. He's a good dude. Same with all of my guys, like Star. Like, you know, they got other shit going on, bro. Like, it's not.
I loved when Paper and Elroy did the verses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought that shit was fire, bro.
It was
just like the Bezel Gang and B. Howard one was done.
Yeah, I was there for that. That was when I saw Fate.
So,
yeah, that was when I ran into Fate, man. There was a select few there that day.
Yeah.
But it was a dope vibe.
It was dope as hell too to see the pictures that they shared from Paper's wedding with Star and you and all.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Yeah, I asked that when he first got here if he went to that wedding. I guess I just didn't see the photos.
Yeah, yeah.
Just seeing all y'all still are, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's still cool. That was
that core.
That was dope, man. Because back then,
I was supposed to be in that wedding, man. I just didn't
want to participate.
I didn't want to put a suit on, bro. Like,
man,
that's what he was saying. He was like, man, you got to put a suit on. He was like, I got a suit for you.
You allergic
like
to
I still
suits?
got the text. He was like, I got a suit for you. I was like, nah, I'm good.
That's dope, man. Because
Not really,
man.
man.
10 years ago or 15, whenever it was, back then it wasn't. You know, there was some kind of like rapper stuff that went on back then. Like, I don't know what all happened, but like y'all didn't seem as if y'all were all as close as y'all are now, which of course, because that was back in the day too. That was back when everybody was young and
competing.
It was just other people. Like, people had different shit going on. Star had a lot of other shit going on as far as like with his career. You know what I mean? Paper was in the midst of saying fuck it.
Yeah.
Then you know, Sticks was 1 foot in, one foot out.
Yep.
I was in Atlanta.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Rail was starting to.
Rail just took a minute to itself.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he came back and started doing his own shit. Long live the fly.
The Mellow,
yeah. And you know, it wasn't never that. You know, a lot of people will say that it's been, you know, it was beef or whatever. But if you got us all in a room, everybody would just talk and laugh. You know what I mean?
I could see through it just because I was an artist and I kind of knew. Well, they just seem to be all doing their own stuff, man. I mean, we know about that. We were a really deep camp, and then everybody started doing their own thing, and that's just kind of, it was never no issues with anybody. People just that's just how life works.
Yeah,
man,
you just
know?
grow apart.
For sure.
You know, it ain't like, cause I had a child damn near 10 years ago, so it was like when that shit happened, it was just like, man, I didn't know what the fuck to do. Like, it was my first child. You know what I'm saying? I was by myself. Like, everybody having kids now, so people know. But like, when I was having kids, I was like, shit. You know what I'm saying?
You done with that, huh?
Yeah. You know what I mean? But nah. I want one more.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
The man with 3 daughters over there shaking his head.
That's funny as hell, bro.
No,
so
it's funny as hell.
outnumbered,
You didn't learn, bro. That's funny as hell. 9 years later and you don't know shit. Like, you think you want to run it back, bro? I got a 10-year-old and a 1-year-old. I can tell you right now, dog. You need to think about that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. You'll definitely have to pull back up, man. We'll do.
Yeah, I was gonna say it a million times more before you left this building. Even after we stopped recording, bro. Like, you're welcome here anytime, dog. Like,
Man, I appreciate
pull up,
it,
bro.
because I'm coming.
We should build that bridge though between you and Lex quick.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
And that just be the next scenario. Hopefully, Chad can attend, and if not,
For sure.
we'll do
I've
it
been a
with you and
fan of Lex though, man. Like, I've been a fan of dude shit, bro.
Yeah,
like,
see, that's the intro right there. And how could you not be, dude?
Yeah.
I mean, he I feel the same way. Like, I can't tell dude enough how fucking talented he is. From
they're
an
my 2
artist.
favorite producers from around here.
And like, this is the thing.
I'm talking about
like,
from an artist perspective. I thought, I think
that
Lex
too.
is a dope ass
That too,
fucking
for sure.
artist.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
it's not
Hell
just the
yeah.
production.
But see, and it's the thing. I don't give a lot of people props, bro.
Yeah.
I don't, because I feel like that shit is earned. Like, you gotta earn that shit, bro. Like, niggas put in mad work around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But like, dude is cold, man. He's
yeah,
cold
for
on both aspects of shit.
Face been giving out flowers all night, dog.
He has been, dude.
Shout out to Fate.
Nah, I'm just keeping it real.
No, that's real. That's real talk.
I'm just keeping it real. Yeah,
Fate the flower, man.
I should open up a
Flower
fucking,
shops.
yeah, there you go.
Episode.
Yeah.
The
Shout
floors.
Shout out Ernest.
Fate the
Yeah,
floors.
man.
Fate the floors.
Hey, did you ever have you done any production for Petty?
Nah, man, I haven't.
That'd have been
Shout out
dope if
Petty.
you could have got if you could have done some for one of his singles he drops on the
Yeah, he drops one every week.
I
He's
have
almost
not.
done. He's almost done with that.
But
53.
52.
Fucking Claude and Ray, I was supposed to be a part of that.
What happened there?
Yeah, man, that's such a banging album.
I dropped the ball. That was me. That was totally me. I mean,
Shout out
'cause
Claude
B
and Ray.
Howard, like, that's my dog.
That's family.
And like, he like a cool ass dude, bro. Like,
oh yeah, that's found.
Stan, fam, like, they cool.
Yeah.
And they're dope as fuck.
Dope as fuck. And like, they definitely reached out, man. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. But it was just, I was at one of those points. I was at a low point at that time, and I told B Howard, you know, and I respect him so much for understanding where I was coming from and understanding that I wasn't trying to be Hollywood or, you know what I mean. Like, I just, you know,
Bro, growing up is tough, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, dog. Just from the amount of time we've had with you tonight, which is a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the vibes are.
Yeah.
You seem up. You know what I mean?
Now on the next one though, on the next B Howard and Stan album,
Oh, yeah, you gotta get on there.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
might
get on
produce
there.
the whole motherfucking thing.
And Jelly done
Let's go.
told them they need to keep making music too. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
Jelly made a personal.
You know what? I
message
was
to me.
surprised to see that Nice wasn't on there though.
production.
Yeah,
He did one.
he did one.
Yeah,
I think he did
yeah.
one.
They had every record's by a different producer.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how
Chino
that worked.
did one.
Chino did do one.
Yeah, I like
Did he do
Chino.
Dub Boy?
I do too, man.
like Chino.
That day I saw you at the Elroy or no at
At the studio.
at VAC and B Howard shit. Was the first time I'd met Chino, but I was already a fan of his beats.
Yeah, Chino dope. As
Yeah,
hell.
super dope.
Yeah, I think he signed. I don't know if he signed. Don't kick my ass, but yeah, I think he signed a band play.
Oh
Dope,
hell yeah, dude. That's dope.
dope, super dope. Chad Arms needs a beat.
Do I? Let's go.
Leroy Biggs needs a beat too.
Yeah.
You gotta meet Leroy. You gotta hear.
Oh, you
Leroy's
talking about?
shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we need fake beats, man.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not a rapper, but that.
Nah,
guy's
we're gonna get you back in there.
Nah,
Fuck that shit.
I told him. He said.
Look,
he
man, we
probably-
had
There it
we
is.
had
You
squits
hear?
on the height of motherfucking white boy rap, bro. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
for
A lot
we
of
had
people,
squints. I was like, man, look.
they don't believe you. But anyway,
Nah, I had a fucking
I told-
A&R, bro.
I
Like,
told
Ray
Chad.
had two of them.
only way I'm rapping going forward is if Chad writes it.
I can write him. I can write it. He's fine with
Yeah.
me writing it. so
And I'll admittedly say I didn't
Yeah,
write
I wrote
a
him. He
word of
rapped
it.
them.
Don't give a
Lex
fuck.
said the same thing. I'm like, bro, I will. I'd rather y'all write them but I'll write them if it'll get y'all
He
rapping.
said I'd rather y'all rap.
If it'll get y'all rapping.
Yep. I'll rap if Chad.
Wait.
Chad writes
So Lex ain't rapping right now?
No,
Fuck.
He is gonna get on a song.
He just needs
with
more.
me.
He just needs
He's
more
working
pep
on-
talks, man.
He's like you, bro. He's busy. He's got a company that he runs, and then like the septic service.
That ain't no
company.
surprise.
Yeah.
Daddy duty.
This motherfucker.
He got a. I think his daughter's same age as your son.
Oh, okay.
10. She's 10 or 11, right?
That motherfucker stay
11.
He's a hell of a businessman though.
Oh, for sure, sure. But he's getting back into it. Like us being like doing it, and he's really into the podcast, and he's a huge reason why the podcast is where it's at.
For sure.
And we all move together, for the channel, for the whole movement, ChadArmesTV. I got some shit to say. Show Improve. All of it's one thing, but we all move as one, man. And he's definitely getting the itch back. He's got his setup back and stuff.
Good.
And he's back cooking for sure. He's producing an EP for Leroy.
Leroy.
It's all Leroy.
That's dope.
Yeah, we got to put you on Leroy's way.
It's
Yeah.
So, but yeah, shout out to Lex.
Hell
man.
yeah, I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. What? I gotta hear him.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Shit's gonna work.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate you coming on, man. We got such a good episode, man. We can do the interview like in another. You can come back down. We can do it.
Yeah, we'll hold that above your head. So
Yeah,
we'll
What interview?
Chad Arms TV.
For the ChadArmesTV. Okay.
Yeah, you just come back through for that one, bro. Because we got such a good episode tonight. We can wait and do that another time you come through.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. I'm with it, bro. I mean, that's good for me because I have something to promote.
Yeah, we can for sure, and we can sit down and we can chop it up, man. It's gonna be. I'd like to see you over here as much as you want to.
Much you want to be.
Yeah.
Seriously, bro. Whenever you get that itch, just want to pull up, chill out, hang out for a minute,
and
bro.
this is how it works, man. We just sit down and just start talking. When we first started, it was a thing where we were like, well, let's get topics and stuff like that. And it started that way, but as we got better at doing this, and me and him, all I watch is podcasts, bro. There's about 30 that I watch, and all different kinds. And he watches a bunch too. And just the more that and so does Lex. The more that you watch, man, and the more that you it's just reps, man. You get in here and you start talking.
Yeah. I've been watching Gilly and them shit. I like that shit.
I love yeah.
I like the shit. I like the last one they did with Meek.
I need to watch the second half of that, but
And then
I love Gilly both and Maul both.
They use this
Maul,
too.
but, Gilly's homie,
Wallow.
Wallow, yeah.
But see, I saw where they had Metro Boomin on there, and I was just like, man, I did that shit first, bro.
Fate got some shit to say
Get the
for
fuck
sure.
out of
bro.
here, bro. Like that's why I said I almost brought my shit because I was like, you know what, I might just cook up on their ass.
You can do that.
should do
Next
that.
time you come down and he can film it like he filmed my thing.
Yeah, hell
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying, bro. Let's go and film it with the Osmo.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, dude. Like that's just and you.
I got a little keyboard too. I can just put so it's super compact.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can do that shit.
I was proud to see right before we leave too. Shout out to Calico. I was proud to see him. He got on that Beehive TV, man.
Yeah.
Bro, they're popping. And
Yeah, I saw that right before.
and that's a
we
big
got
look
here.
for the city. I need to sit.
Is he popping? I didn't know. Like, dude
got over
got so
200
much shit going on, bro. I was just like, bro.
Well, the Beehive TV guy. I mean, he just got done. They just did an interview with Bun B last week, but they got over like 200,000 subscribers. They
Really?
Yeah, they're kind of like dirty
that's
glove
making
bastards.
moves, bro.
They're all them interviews.
You making noise with that many subscribers.
That motherfucker, Cali just got shit going on. I just be like, bro, like, what are you doing now?
And he's so quiet with like you'll just see him and he'll just be in another state.
Yeah.
Just shit like when he was on the podcast, he was like, yeah. Have you had any celebrity sightings? And he was like, yeah, I just ran into 50 Cent in California. He was with a bunch of older white women. I don't want to buy.
Cali makes moves that matter, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But it was just so cool. Like it was just
You know, our birthday is on the same day, me and Cali.
the same year.
We
didn't
always, we always
man.
celebrate this shit, bro, together, bro.
That's dope, dude.
Always.
What's
Sorry,
the
Cali,
date?
bro. That's my guy.
April 19th.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Chad's birthday is next. Chad's birthday coming up. Bro.
Yeah.
What is it?
November 30th.
November 30th?
Amy's is next.
Damn.
Yeah, man. That's
So you got
year.
Christmas and birthday gifts.
yeah. They always
tie them in together.
not I was far enough away where I kind of
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That
But
was
birthday parties always were lame because it was always Thanksgiving time around the time. So
But the good
That
thing
would
about
suck.
that is that your family is all
oh yeah, for sure. I used to clean up, man. I used to get all kinds of baseball cards and shit.
hell yeah.
You say yours is April?
April 19th.
Mine's June 18th. Mine's always in the middle of summer, right when school let out and shit. So it was always fun. Like I always had a
Oh
pretty
yeah,
fun
you
birthday.
had That's a hell of a.
Especially
And
the
I ain't
kid.
never have a party, bro. That's crazy. I mean, I have a party till I got older.
Right.
We'll throw you a party come April.
I remember my 21st though, man. I brought Wale down here.
Damn. That's dope.
Yeah, and it was like one of the biggest fucking parties at Barfly.
Barfly, dude.
It was the biggest party I've ever seen at Barfly.
That's dope, dude.
And I remember I was so fucking drunk, dude.
Fucked everything.
I bet, dude.
Yep, fucked everything.
Dude,
it will.
We're doing it. The next episode after this one's probably going to be the Halloween episode.
Oh,
and that's going to be fun because we're going to dress up for that for the whole episode. It's going to be funny.
For Halloween.
I'm waiting for my costume to come in the mail, guys.
Dude, Chad's costume is amazing.
I thought about being MF this year, man.
Oh yeah,
MF Doom.
Yeah, man. R.I.P.
I'm Spider-Man.
R.I.P. Yeah.
I got a dope Spider-Man outfit.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
You know, everybody's gonna be fucking Squid Game this year,
right?
I ain't even watched that yet.
I
haven't watched it because everybody's watching it, so I'm like,
I've been Deadpool.
Everybody was watching it.
Yeah,
that's dope.
The past couple of years, but dude, shout out Sticks.
Yeah, he did it.
He did the hardest fucking Deadpool
but
outfit.
See, Sticks is that type of motherfucker, bro. Like he'll spend
$500.
Yeah, he'll spend top dollar on like
that's what that costs for sure. $500.
A cosplay fucking outfit,
swords,
leather
fucking belt and shit like all
and
that.
Work out all year for.
I got one of them spandex joints.
He's a method actor.
Yeah,
he's a method actor.
Motherfucker work out all year.
Shout out Sticks.
Yeah.
For Halloween, bro. Like I said, I just saw him. I saw him the night at Jelly's Rhyming Show. I ran into him just walking.
I
down the
should have
street.
had him pull up with me. But
Right,
he despises rap now.
Right, he's a different dude now. He grew up.
Like he hates it.
He don't listen. He don't
even listen to rap no more.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I can see that.
He's professional.
No, but for sure, I can see like the way rap started. There's some artists that I really, really, really fuck with. Like, look,
Professional fucking asshole.
Shout out Sticks. I rock
Sticks.
with Sticks, bro.
Yeah,
there's some new artists that I really fuck
man.
with though. But most of it is you got to sift through a lot of it. But like, there's still some artists that are newer artists that. Like Lil Baby, I'm a big fan of him. Of course,
yeah, Lil Baby's dope.
And Dolph, of course.
It took me a minute to get to like Lil Baby though. It did.
Yeah.
Because at first, everybody was like you said, Squid Game. You didn't watch Squid Game because everybody was watching. Everybody was listening to Lil Baby, and I was just like,
"Yep,
okay, I don't hear it."
I love that shit.
Yeah, when he started,
it's about time for some new
doing
shit.
Deep shit.
Yeah,
and that's when I was, and I've been a fan of Dolph since. I mean,
I'm not huge on it.
You know how I found out from Dolph? It's Lido on one.
Yep.
Album.
Kevin Gates too.
Yep, Kevin.
I wasn't really a fan of Kevin Gates until
that's when that's what's crazy because Lido really got. You want to say broke them artists as far as because
I know here for sure.
Yeah.
Lido broke Jeezy here.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody fucked with Jeezy until Lido.
That's why when
pineapple.
That's why when I think Fate Eastwood, I think Grey Goose.
Yeah.
Like that's the one that just if I grab one fastest one that comes to mind, dog, it's Grey Goose. That's just the classic.
Yeah,
Fate
I was
me,
in Detroit, man, and that's when I realized that song was a big song because the person I was up there with at the time, she was telling everybody like, yeah, he did this record, and I was like, oh, you did that. And when they said, oh, you did that, I thought the motherfuckers was just saying, just to say.
Yeah.
But then they actually played this shit and the motherfuckers was rapping this shit word for word. And I was like, damn, and this was
8 hours away.
Yeah. And this was like shit, 15 years ago.
Yep.
So I'm just like, okay, I got something.
Yeah, dude. And I remember there was so many versions of that song, I felt like. There was an original one and then there was a remix. And then was somebody different than Jeezy on one, wasn't it? Wasn't there one?
Wayne.
With Wayne, yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and then I guess the clearances, or I guess you couldn't use for certain things with Wayne's verse.
Yeah, I don't really know the logistics of it. I just know.
I just assumed that's
I just remember,
just know it didn't work.
I remember Star being pissed off about the song, but yeah, he was super pissed off about the song. And then I remember coming back to a version with Wayne on it.
Yeah.
And then at that time I did a record for a guy that called I Got Him with Wayne and Baby on it.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. So that was an A-side single.
Yeah, that was on Baby's record. That was on Baby's solo record.
No, it was on Goddess shit.
Oh God, okay, yeah.
Mailbox money. That's what they call that, Chad. Mailbox money.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, nah, man. So I remember I just remember dude being pissed off about that shit, man. That shit was crazy. Because every time he got mad, I got mad.
Well, yeah, because that
I didn't even
affected.
know.
Right.
Yeah, because y'all.
I didn't even know what he was
y'all-
mad about, but I was like, man, shit, fuck him.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck everybody.
He mad, we mad.
yeah.
for sure.
Shout out Fate Eastwood.
This has been
Man,
a
shout
this
out
has been a
y'all,
dope
man.
episode, man. For sure.
It's
Shit to say.
right. It's I got some shit to say, man. We do this a lot, man. Like I said, open spot for you, bro. Anytime you want to pull out. So, yeah. Until next time.
Until next time, man.
It's Chad Arms TV, man. My man Fate Eastwood, Squint 615. I got some shit to say to podcast, man. We out.
But bitch, we got views.